In this video, we're talking about COVID round 2 and how you can best prepare for your Airbnb short-term rental business. So stay tuned. Vacation Rental Machine helps hosts just like you learn how to start, grow, and scale your short-term rental business. This show is all about creating systems that help you automate your business, giving you more time and money freedom. If you're ready to start living the vacation rental life, then subscribe to this podcast today. Come and join us on our Facebook group, The Host Nation, where we'll be talking about starting, automating, and scaling a short-term rental business. Now, on to the show. Hey, welcome back, Host Nation, to another episode of Vacation Rental Machine. I'm Julian Sage with my good friend, John Bell. And today we're talking about COVID round 2 with this new resurgence, this Delta variant, and how you might be able to best prepare. If you're just coming into this space, maybe you're a brand new host and you didn't experience the full force of what it was like going through the pandemic in 2020. You're very lucky. That was very challenging. But if you did end up making it through that time, you definitely do have some battle scars and you should know how to prepare. But in this video, we're going to be talking about some of the steps that you can be doing if you're brand new, you don't know what to expect, how you can best prepare your properties so that way you come out less scathed. So John, can you talk about the pandemic in 2020 and what that was first like when it hit? And can you talk about some of those things that you did to prepare in order to be able to keep your units occupied and not lose just a lot of money?
Absolutely. So, of course, when COVID hit, it was a surprise to everyone. Because of the news and how it was kind of curved, we all thought, hey, it's just a curve, right? It's just a different variant of the flu and there's nothing to worry about. Let's just all continue doing things as we need to do. But we know that now that is not necessarily the case with this whole thing. So now we have a new strain of the same deadly virus that has definitely taken a lot of our people away or just across the world. Now we need to kind of prepare for, hey, what Delta might bring. And just to caution everyone, the states are definitely the ones that have the most control here, as we've learned from before, where the states actually do their own action plan against this variant, the virus itself, and how they want to start doing things. One of the things that we just got alerted to just the other day is that the mayor of New Orleans has definitely put out a new guidance saying that, hey, now everyone, vaccinated and non-vaccinated, need to wear their mask in all open spaces. This is definitely a change from the progress that was being made from just COVID-19. So with this one restriction coming in, this kind of might set the pace for other things to start weaning away as we weaned away the first round. So what does that information mean for you as an Airbnb host? Well, that means you should prepare your space to, one, hit the exact same things that we did last year for COVID-19. We played up cleaning very heavily, and we talked about how we clean differently because of COVID-19. In some cases right now, some people and some hosts have kind of shied away from it because as people pulled off the mask, they also pulled off the importance to clean every surface just like they were before. Although COVID hasn't gone away, it's just people have just almost got fed up with, I don't care. I just need to get out. But cleaning needs to stay a high standard for all of us. So the next thing I would do is look down 1 to 2 months down the calendar, and I would start trying to edit that minimum stay requirement to a little bit longer, just in case COVID hits. That means you can have somebody in place. They're there for a longer period of time, and they can help you ride out the storm. The other thing to couple with this one change is you possibly will have to reduce prices to make it attractive for that person to come stay long term. These two changes have definitely helped us switch gears for COVID-19. This will also help us switch gears or repivot back to a known position that we already know for this Delta variant and all the other variants that are somewhat bubbling up on the radar at the moment.
And when it comes to marketing your property, if you haven't done so already, you should start getting listed on multiple platforms or multiple ways for people to be able to find you. Like we saw last year, Airbnb was very strict and had very hard guidelines about, cancellation policies and clearing calendars and who could stay and what locations. If you're on multiple platforms, multiple OTAs, online travel agencies, that'll give you a little bit more flexibility and potentially control as to who can stay, how your refunds will be conducted, and of the sort. Also being listed on sites like Furnish Finder. If you haven't created an account on Furnish Finder, that's where traveling nurses typically go. As the cases are going up, more hospitals are probably going to need more nurses to travel to those locations. And if you are starting to see cancellations in your area, because like John said, it is also very city dependent. So the state can come down and say that, nobody is allowed to travel, and might see like a whole ban, or they might let it up to specific cities. Like we saw last year in Miami. Miami did not allow short-term rentals for quite a few months. So they only wanted more extended stays. We could see those types of things come up again, very probably even strongly in places like California. But I know that some other locations might be a little bit more lenient, but just being prepared for those types of situations. Get listed if you haven't already created an account. Get your places ready, like John said, for extended stays. And last thing, for being financially prepared, if you are co-hosting properties, managing properties for others, let them know about what is happening locally and what some of the things that they could be prepared for. Maybe they are expecting a certain income to come in and they might not be able to see that. Also for yourself, if you expect a certain income, you should be saving your income when the high season is in. That way, when things get slower, you're able to best prepare. If there is another maybe round of some type of PPP loan or some type of program out there that can float you, definitely want to jump on those right away. Like we saw last year, those got picked up very quickly. And if you do have to support staff and you do have employees, that can be very beneficial. And if you are master leasing properties and you feel that you're going to be in a very tight situation where you might be concerned about being able to cover your rent, let your landlords know. Hopefully you already have some type of clauses in your contracts that might have some type of relief for you in case of a shutdown or when you're not able to operate. Worst case scenario with either co-hosting or master leasing is you rent it out to someone on a maybe a 3-month, 6-month type of contract and just do a furnished rental. Just try to break even and absorb the costs until things blow over and you're able to get back in the full operation swing of things without being put into a very tight situation where you might have to go out of business. Like we always say on this show, just keep on hosting. Hopefully you are able to make it out through this. If this is your first time, brace yourself, be prepared, get mentally ready. And, we hope to see you on the other side. So question of the day, have you been through a pandemic yet? Leave your comments in the comments section down below. And until next time, Host Nation, keep on hosting.
Hey, Host Nation, would you like to work directly with Julian and I to help you start and scale your own short-term rental business? Go to shorttermsage.com/coaching to attend our step-by-step training and learn how we can work together. Looking forward to talking to you soon.
Hope you hosts found value in this episode. If you did, please go on over to iTunes and leave us a review, as that would greatly support the show. If you'd like to connect with John, the community, and I, then go on over to our Facebook group, The Host Nation. Talk to you hosts in the next episode. Keep on hosting.